All right. Hello, everybody. This is Manos of Evanic Animation Studios. And today we're going to do a tutorial showing you how to do Lookat constraints in 3ds Max. This is a really simple tutorial. I'm only going to use one target. It makes it a lot easier for animating, and also most humans, when they look at an object, they look at one point on the object with both eyes. So this kind of solves, kind of kills two birds with one stone. One, it's a really simple rig, and two, it's also a very realistic rig. So let's go ahead and get started. 3ds Max defaults when you go into your Create panel over here with the geometry. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit the Helpers tab, and we're going to make a point. 20 centimeters is perfect. And I'm just going to put it right here in the top viewport, kind of, I don't know, a few feet away from her. And let's grab the Select and Move tool, and we're going to center it into the, center it on the x-axis. And I'm going to rename that. The name of the character is Elizabeth Cohen. So what I'm going to do is name that Eli, I, and then the first three letters of target. And then that way, when I see it in the Select by Name rollout, I'll know who it is, whose target it is. And I'm going to put this color here because this is the color we use in Evanic Animation Studios to denote that it is indeed an eye target. So now when I see it in the scene, I know what it is, and when I select it, I know whose it is. So that's all there is to do with that. Now all I got to do is line it up in this viewport here, where it's basically lined up with her eyes to make it a little easier to set the targeting and to set the alignment once the Lookat constraint's been added. So let's hit Q on our keyboard, and as you can see, my model is frozen, so I can't select it by accident. And let's select this right eye. We're going to go up in the top area here. We're going to hit the animation rollout. Then we're going to do constraints. Then we're going to do the Lookat constraint at the very bottom here, almost bottom. And right here, I'm going to click the Eli eye target. And as you see, the eye pointed up immediately. So to fix that is right here. It says set Lookat axis. And this one is going to change and be correct at Z. But what you do is you just find one that works. That didn't work. So the next one that has to work is Z. And then we would be done, right? But what happens when you do this is if you don't change the up node, then whenever you move this target, as you can see here, this eye is rotating inside the socket kind of as it moves along, and you certainly don't want that. So we Control Z, Control Z, Control Z till we get back centered. And let's hit Q on our keyboard, grab the eye again, go back to our motion panel, and the up node control here is what fixes that. If you change it to Lookat, it won't do that anymore. So now let's select this target, and when we move this, you'll see the eye stays put now. All it is doing is looking, but the orientation stays the same. So let's Z, and I'm sorry, Control Z, and then we'll grab our left eye and repeat this same procedure for the left eye, constraints, Lookat constraint, and then we select the proper target. Select Lookat axis to Z for these particular eye models, and then the up node control Lookat. And the very last thing you do is, once you have everything targeted, is you grab this and you grab the link, you select it, and then link it to the head bone of your character. But this character doesn't have bones yet, so we can't do that yet. So what we're going to do is hit the select object and then kind of move it around to see, kind of check real quick. Looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do is just auto key really quick. I'm going to go to like frame 30, and we're going to move it a little bit over here and go to like frame 60-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. And just going to move her down, and then okay, and then release auto key Start to the beginning, and we're gonna right click here so that we can preview what's happening. And by the way, that's all you got to do. You can put the eye nodes, I mean the eye targets, on a separate animation layer to make it a little easier. And then of course when they're linked to the head bone, as you move the character, the eye target's going to basically move, and then all you got to do is add to the animation layer of the eye target to change, like if she's looking straight ahead and she looks down at her instrument gauge, if she's driving, and then or like looks outside to the rear view mirror, you can kind of add that as a layer. So here we go. Just going to play this animation real quick and show you as she's looking around. Works perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helps out. And again, like I said, it's really simple. You can do this with any human character or most animal characters as well. And I hope this helps make your animation experience a little quicker, a little more fun. And check back soon. We'll be uploading more tutorials soon. And thank you for your time. We will see you soon.